Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Endwalker. In the last episode, I decided to go ahead and head back to some old content that I skipped originally in this series. And we're starting with the Heavensward normal raid series for Alexander. And so we were able to clear through the first entire wing, though I did have to run a couple of the fights solo. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather actually do them normally, but you know, I have limited time, and if the queues are taking too long, that's what I'm gonna do. So we learned a little bit about the primal Alexander, and the fact that the Illuminati are trying to activate it. And we also met Mide, a treasure hunter, and she's taught us a little bit about the Enigma Codex. Apparently had all these wondrous technologies, and the Citadel of Alexander was one of them, and that apparently the Illuminati have used that codex as the kind of idea behind the primal itself. So that's kind of where we're at, and we're gonna pick right back up where we left off, and have a chat with Round Rocks. Round Rocks seeks a loyal friend to entrust with an important task. Round Rocks thinks long and hard on what to do with precious glowstone. It is most favoritist treasure of Round Rocks, but glowstone is also what Mide seeks all this time, and has already brought Round Rocks 3 whole years of joy. So Round Rocks decides to give it to Mide so she can be happy too. For now, Round Rocks entrusts treasure to Uplander to give to Mide at next meeting. Even meanest Gombies dare not try to take glowstone from mighty Uplander. Round Rocks does not know where Mide is now, but she often gazes out on giant whirlycogs from Broken Watercross. Maybe Uplander finds her there? You mean the broken bridge? Over there. Alright, well there she is. From afar, that mass of steel has a certain majesty, does it not? But something tells me you didn't come here to share the view. What is it? Round Rocks means to give me the Codex fragment? I couldn't possibly accept. She values that stone over the rest of her treasures combined. And yet, it may be safer in the hands of one more capable of defending it. Safer for all concerned. Gods know the Illuminati will stop at nothing to get it. Very well, if she feels I should have it, I will hold it in safekeeping for her. Alright, well, here you go. Alas, it is of no more use to me than any other rock. You doubtless recall the moment when Round Rocks first revealed the Codex fragment to us, yes? When she took the stone in her hands, a piece of the Enigma Codex burst forth unbidden in a brilliant flash of light. Yet it had been handled many times by others, yourself included, without ever betraying a hint of the secret contained within. Do you not find that strange? I myself was surprised, albeit for a different reason. The Codex is protected by an arcane mechanism, you see. Only those who share its fundamental principles are able to view its contents. It is rare indeed to find an individual with the qualities required to read it. Now, Round Rocks possesses such qualities as an unexpected blessing. To be sure, but if the Illuminati were to learn of her secret, she would be placed in grave danger. Even as we speak, they scour the hinterlands in search of their elusive missing piece. As far as I know, they still view our friend as a mere collector of misplaced items. For her sake, we must do our utmost to draw their attention away from the Big West shortstop. Before they take it into their heads to return, and it is for that reason I mean to leave this place. When the Illuminati learn that I have the fragment, it is my hope that they will focus their efforts on ascertaining my whereabouts. Needless to say, I may not return to Big West Shortstop for some time. While I'm gone, I would ask that you watch over Round Rocks, see that she does not come to harm. Sure thing. You have my thanks, adventurer. As I thought, I am no longer worthy. Worthy? It's Bactrix. Wedge searches for Uplander with much urgency. Uplander must return to Big West Shortstop at once. Alright. Back to the shortstop then. Alright, what's up with Wedge? There you are, Yami. Not a moment too soon. The Illuminati are getting ready for something big. Eorzea reports that Alexander has started drawing massive amounts of ether from the surrounding land, which can only mean one thing. The Illuminati have resumed their attempts to revive it. And what's more, Bactrix reports that the goblins are amassing substantial quantities of explosives and supplies. By all indications, they're building another weapon. In short, it's bad. But it's nothing a bit of strategic thinking can't fix. They say he who strikes first strikes last, and that's exactly what I intend to do. I've devised a plan which will allow us to take the Illuminati unawares, and I'd like you to spearhead the assault. Our rendezvous point is to the south, on the cliffs overlooking the Thaliac. Biggs has gone ahead to scout the area. We shall await your arrival there. Getting a little gurgly there. Alright. Where exactly are we going? Oh, just over there. Alright then. Not too far. What's up, Biggs? Hey, man, good to see you. I take it Wedge told you the situation. You ready to hit the Illuminati where it hurts? Sure thing. That's what I'd like to hear. The chief will be here soon, and then we can get things underway. Well, there's Sid and Y'shtola. And Wedge. Bloody hells. If it ain't Y'shtola, no one told me you were coming. An etheric disturbance of this scale demands my personal attention. Judging by the marked fall in ambient ether concentrations, the situation is far graver than previously assumed. You are certain that steel monstrosity is to blame? I can see no other explanation. The giant's innards are well nigh saturated with ether already. It has sensed something else, an irregular energy coming from within the barrier. Be that as it may, I'm afraid we have more pressing concerns. The Illuminati are up to something, and we mean to hit them before they can put whatever it is they're planning into action. Okay. To which end, allow me to introduce my newest and perhaps most astounding invention, the Electro Jammer 3, first of its kind. Then why is it Mark III? Wedge? Speechless with astonishment, I see. As well you should be. The high-frequency waves emitted by this device will interfere with any and all enemy communications, making it impossible for them to coordinate an effective defense. With it working in our favor, victory is all but assured. I see. So, assuming I have understood correctly, you need only activate this electro jammer of yours, and the Illuminati will be plunged into disarray, affording Ayame and her friends ample opportunity to take them unawares? Very well. Proceed. And it's going to explode, right? Wedge, is this supposed to happen? And it exploded. Because of course it did. Or, no wait. It didn't explode. Something else exploded though. Bloody hells. It's moving. Well, that can't be good. You've woken it up. Nay. Only the left arm stirs. Could the waves emitted by your device have disturbed something within the barrier, Wedge? It's not my fault. Not to worry, Wedge. With the Illuminati hard at work reviving the giant, it was only a matter of time before parts of it started springing into life. You just gave this one a little extra nudge. On a brighter note, it would seem you've saved us the trouble of finding another way in. Now, my old friend, it's time for your customary heroics. The Illuminati are likely still scrambling to work out what just happened. Before they do, I suggest you hop across the river and show them what for. I must needs discuss these developments with Master Matoya. Sid, would you be so good as to accompany me? Your insights may well prove useful. Well, get ready to do work on the Mark IV there, Wedge. Yeah, look who it is. Quick thinks. All talks. Another core stirs to life. The future unfolds exactly as expected, exactly as written. He has a book. Alright, well let's head over there and speak with Light Kick's eyes fixed. There's Light Kick's eyes fixed. Alright. Uplander feels shivery shakes. Arms of Steel Giant is wide open and no Illuminati in sight. Fist of the Sun is now accessible. You now have access to Fist of the Sun. Midas can be accessed via the entrance, or Midas. Alright. I have disabled the unrestricted party, so We're going to try and queue into this normally. Again. Let's go. And no instant pop. But it still says average wait time is more than 30 minutes. I'm not going to wait that long. Alright. I'll be back if it pops, or if it doesn't, then we'll go in there by ourselves. Alright. We'll see. Okay, well, I am going to be calling that, so we're going to go ahead and go in there. With unrestricted party. Might end up having to do all of this way, but we'll see. The problem is I have poor timing. For the day that I plan to do all of this is literally the day that the 6.35 patch came out, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people are out doing some of that new stuff. None of it's story content. It's new relic quest stuff and new tribe quests, all kinds of other new stuff. So I don't think there's very many people in the queues right now, so ah well. Getting some wonky angles in here. The environment design is pretty good. In Alexander, actually. So. Alright, a couple of Fausts. Let's go. Ooh. I think if you stand directly on it, it would probably kill me. Hummelfaust. All right. Looks like we got ourselves a crazy goblin to deal with. It's Rat Binks Twinkle Dinks. All right. Oh my. I've been knocked unconscious. Ouch. Not a problem. Well, I was able to knock him out before I had to deal with all the mechanics in that fight. 'Cause I was wondering, like, how was I gonna do that? Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, back at the shortstop. Biggs. Well done, lass. You left those Illuminati smarting and without so much as a scratch to show for it. Well, almost. No, I'm sure I'd like to finish them off, and we would too, if truth be told, but I'm sorry to say we have a problem. Wedge and I were out on patrol. We saw something, you see. A meeting between Mide and the enemy. Oh, I accidentally skipped that one. It certainly looks that way, aye, but we can't rule out the possibility of coercion considering the parties involved. Missed wedges. Well, it's you guys again. Foolish Uplanders, Treasure Hunter was happy to give Codex, and why not? She makes busy deals with Illuminati since very beginning. And now Illuminati hold all fragments of the Enigma Codex. Treasure Hunter betrays Uplanders' trust and forfeits their future in so doing. What a load of old bollocks. How daft does he think we are? Now, Biggs, if the Grand Master of the Illuminati said it, it must be true. Everything is as written. It must be. If Illuminati are to guide chosen to perfect world, not one piece can be out of place. With this, another page becomes reality. When Illuminati find missing piece, the prophecy will be fulfilled. Prophecy? Goodness me, that goblin hasn't the faintest idea how Uplanders' minds work. I would have been prepared to believe that Mide was a traitor had he not bothered to come here and confirm it. No, I'm inclined to think that she isn't. There may be truth to what Quickthink says. Bactrick scours over data looking for knowings of what happened 3 years ago. Bactrix finds mention of group of Auri treasure hunters 3 years ago. Group went to investigate ruins near Thaliak River only to perish in sudden shivery shakes. 3 years ago, you say? That wouldn't be the earthquake that accompanied the failed summoning of that primal, would it? Bugger me, are you saying it was the treasure hunters doing the summoning, and that Mide was one of them? Now hold on a moment. I'm willing to accept that Mide may have been a member of the doomed expedition, she being an Auri treasure hunter and all, but I fail to see what interest such a group would have in the ideals of the Enigma Codex, let alone summoning a primal. Such was question Bactrix asked himself, though he spends much time gathering knowings and finds answer in book lent to him by Charlian Uplander. Genius technologist who writes Enigma Codex 100 years ago is Eorzea with blue hair, exactly like Mide. No, Mide would never make busy deals with bad gobbies. Ronrock searches for Mide, hears truth from her. Ronrocks, wait! Alright. Well, we don't know if she's turned traitor or not. And we have some more questions and answers at the moment. The folly of youth. If you're worried about Round Rocks, don't be. Wedge won't let her come to any harm. Truth be told, I'm more worried about this business with Mide. Still, we should be careful of making any rash decisions. As you can bet, that's what the Illuminati want. For now, I reckon we should give her the benefit of the doubt. Innocent till proven guilty and all that. Anyway, we got more pressing matters to deal with, namely taking back that codex fragment and pushing on into Alexander before the Illuminati have a chance to shore up their defenses. Ready for another round? Good. The sooner you get going, the better, I reckon. Oh, and when you're in the belly of the beast, be sure to break something for me, eh? I'll be sure to break a lot of things. Alright, Cuff of the Sun. Alright, we're going to go back to trying this the normal way. We're going to try it the normal way for each of these. But I'm not going to give it very much time. Alright. Be back in a moment. And it's ready, and this is actually a normal queue. Maybe some people are showing up in these queues, finally. Alright, let's give one of the tanks. Okay, hold on. Alright, looks like this group wants to actually fight. Alright, good. In fact, I'm not even sure I actually can solo all of these. I think some of them... it might not be possible. We'll see. Which is why I prefer to do them the correct way. Alright, more mechs. Of course, everybody engages before everybody's done watching the cutscenes. Alright, watch out for the mines on the floor. Uh-oh, we got dead people. Oh, of course, that's the one the other healer raised. Alright, blaster is down. Let's try this. I'd like the BGM to be a little bit louder, but not like cranked all the way to max. Oh, okay. It decided to shoot me in the face. Alright, Swindler is down. And Vortexer is up. Ooh, persistent fields on the ground. And don't want to get pushed through them, apparently. There's a big kind of pillar of ice. Oh. How much you bet we're gonna need to use that? Ah, didn't get there in time. It looks like we managed to actually kill it. It's like almost everybody forgot what that mechanic was. And everybody left already. Wow. All right, Mide, you appear to be back. Ah, Yame, you haven't seen Round Rocks, have you? I was looking forward to hearing about the new treasure she's found. We have some things to talk about. I see. Well, I will not lie to you. Some of it is true. I did meet with the Illuminati, but that is not the whole story. Allow me to explain. You're saying you handed over the Codex fragment to stop the Illuminati from coming here and taking it? Okay, that's an interesting line of reasoning. Yes, but the fragment I handed over to them was naught but a stone picked up from a pile of rubble. The true Codex fragment is here, safe and sound. Ah. Interesting. Ah, I bloody knew Quickthinks was lying. The way he told it, you've been working with the Illuminati all along. Load of old bilge, a lot of it. I am afraid not. Quickthinks told you true. In fact, it was I who first taught the goblins how to summon the primal. I meant only to use them for my own ends, of course, much as I did you. Okay, so we're doing double cross. The author of the Enigma Codex was an ancestor of mine. The creation of the so-called perfect world proposed within has long been the goal of certain members of our tribe, myself included. For years, we strove in secret to realize its high ideals, free of the twisted elitism which seems to have infected the Illuminati. During that time, there was one who served as our leader, a man who made us believe that our perfect world was within reach, a man with whom I fell in love. I wished for nothing more than to see his dreams come to fruition. The scar again. So blind was my devotion, I agreed to help him summon a primal without a second thought. The danger to our lives never even crossed my mind, but on that day, 3 years ago, I came to know the folly of our mission. In an instant, the infernal machine laid waste to our hopes, snuffing out the lives of my companions, and the man I loved was dragged into its core. In a last desperate attempt to make right our mistake, I called forth a barrier with which to seal Alexander. At that moment, however, the codex shattered and the Colossus vanished without a trace. Dust settled, I found myself surrounded by the broken fragments of the codex, the cold, accusing remnants of our dream of a perfect world. We were fools to think only of the future. I did not realize until my friends were gone. The time we spent on our journey together, pursuing a shared dream, those moments were as precious as any paradise we could have hoped to build. It's a sad old tale, I'll give you that, but it doesn't explain why you had the Illuminati summon the Primal, or why you had us help you infiltrate it. After everything you've been through, you can't seriously think any good will come of reviving Alexander. You all but said as much yourself. Good has nothing to do with it. Understand, I did not act out of any lingering adherence to my old ideals. I simply wanted to see him again, and perhaps walk to the ends of the world with him. Him? I mean, it cannot mean Alexander. Not Alexander himself, but the soul I believe still resides within. Soul of Uplander sleeps in giant machine? Never has Bactrix heard such nonsense. Maybe they must abandon this. Now's not the time. I've got one more question to ask you. What happens when all the codex fragments are brought together? Alexander was born from hearts that yearned for a perfect world. The writings of the Enigma Codex inspired such a desire. But they are more than just a collection of text. The Codex can also be used to control the Primal. To be precise, 2 elements are required: a complete Enigma Codex and one capable of reading it. When both are present, Alexander can be commanded to transport its residents wherever they choose. I myself was once able to read the Codex, but those days are long gone. Now the fragments are as dead to me as the stones beneath my feet. There is another, however, to whom the Codex still responds, one we all know quite well. What, round rocks? Are you saying that little girl is the key to controlling a bleeding primal? And now we find out she's gone. Round rocks. Round rocks has been captured. Right on cue. Alright. Curse me for a fool. I should have known better than to underestimate the Illuminati. I assumed the missing piece in their plan was the Codex fragment. But they were talking about round rocks all along. Must mount a rescue, now, without delay. To the Illuminati, she's no better than a cog in that monstrous machine. It is like that she is being held somewhere in or close to Alexander's upper body. Continue your push to the left arm, and while the Illuminati are distracted, I will search for a way forward. Alright, Arm of the Sun. Let's go. Let's queue up. Alright, be back in a moment. Alright, looks like we're ready to go. Let's go. Alright, which way is the other healer going? Alright, so we're gonna go this way. This is... Alright, we actually have to run through the spikes. Oh, I gotta go through one of these. As I said, I really do like the environmental design in this raid. And there's the cat again. This is actually the one that I was worried about. Because one of the mechanics is that it takes someone and puts them in these boxes over there. Like both of us. It's actually quick thinks all thoughts himself. Giant metal ball rolling around the The outside. Someone's gonna get picked. And they're gonna have to deal with that. Probably don't want to stand right. And I'm getting picked. I've been chosen by the claw. Now there's nothing I can do in here. There's no lock for me to break. I just have to survive long enough. The other healer's gonna have to keep that tank up. That would be the point where I, solo might fail when it puts me in that box. All right, it's down. Alright, well, you guys can have the loot. I'm out of here. Okay. Backtricks. Uplander sends quick think scurrying. Illuminati think twice before threatening us again. Uplander is nearly through left arm. Next, Uplander must push forward into inner parts and save round rocks. Congratulations on your victory over Quick Things. While you were busy dismantling his flying machine, I have finished charting Alexander's interior. The chamber you reached is situated in the innermost part of the left sector, which means your next aim should be... Bactrix does not trust Treasure Hunter. 3 years ago she summoned Metal Giant. Bactrix wonders if she wishes to finish mission of dead comrades. Do not blame me for doubting me. Truth be told, my former mentors often stressed that were the unthinkable to happen, it would be my burden as the youngest to carry on their work. But building the Codex perfect world was their dream, not mine. I only borrowed it. As long as I was with those I held dear, I could happily have devoted myself to any cause. Seeing their passion, their joy, that was what filled me with resolve, and it was that which drove me to collect the pieces of the Codex. All their talk of learning and reason, of justice and perfection, meant little to me in itself. I sometimes wonder why I was able to read the Enigma Codex in the first place. Perhaps it was because my youthful mind was a blank slate, receptive to any ideal, if put convincingly enough. In the end, of course, it didn't matter. The primal took my friend's passion, their joy, and their idealism, and ground them into dust. Though I survived, my commitment to the cause did not. But simply, I had no need for a perfect world without them to share it. So believe me when I tell you that I did not seek Alexander's return to realize the dreams of the dead. I only wished to see him again. Meaning your leader. The section of Alexander you have been exploring is called Midas, after a king from a legend of Eld. Midas entreated the gods for a finger that would turn all he touched into gold, and the gods duly obliged, but in his carelessness, he transformed the one he loved most in the world into a lifeless golden statue, and thus the thing he coveted became his undoing. So it was with me and mine. Had we but paused for a moment to consider the means, not simply the end, mayhaps my friends would still be alive, but we did not, and they are gone. My one remaining wish is simple, to speak with the man I loved once more. If I could do that, I would be satisfied. There, I have told you everything. Assuming no one else wishes to question my motives, I would speak of Round Rock's rescue, as was my original intent. Now listen well. Alright then. Alexander is divided into 3 main sections, each powered by an independent core. You have already fought your way through the innermost part of Midas, the left arm. The core lies only a little way beyond, but you may be sure that the Illuminati will have deployed the bulk of their forces to defend it. Hold on a minute, why would they choose to keep Round Rocks there? The cores are just power sources. You are correct. The answer is, they wouldn't. Round Rocks is most likely being held within Alexander's upper body, but the Illuminati have locked the entrances from either arm, making it impossible to enter. Our only choice is to stop the core, and in so doing, stop Alexander. I see. Why, that's actually rather clever. The Illuminati need Round Rocks to control the Primal, but if it can't move, they'd have no need for it. At the very least, they'll have no choice but to keep her safe until the Primal is in working order again. Activating those cores would have used up every crystal the Illuminati had. If we destroy the second one, I doubt they'll have enough to get them operational again. Do Uplanders truly think Metal Giant can be toppled? Alright. So we're going to keep pushing in. In the absence of a better option, Bactrix seems ready to go along with Mide's rescue plans. Treasure Hunter truly believes soul of lost love sleeps in Metal Giant. Madness. But Bactrix does not doubt resolve to rescue Round Rocks. Go with Mide deep into Midas, or Midas, keep saying Midas, and deactivate second core, but do not underestimate Illuminati. Day and night they bring supplies into Steel Fortress. Bactrix suspects Illuminati are tinker-making new weapons. Alright, we now can go into Burden of the Sun. Alright, but I think we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. And we will head into Burden of the Sun when we get started for next episode. So, for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.